a central hub for Bahraini Jews in their 20s and 30s to grow professionally, culturally, and socially.
Who are on the precipice of being assimilated to American culture and being swallowed up by that machine, to say the least.
We gathered a group of people in our inaugural event, and all of them told us things that they would like us to do. Number one, Bahraini Jewish community has a beautiful infrastructure, but our Bahraini young professionals are not connected to it at all. Number two, that the Bahraini Jewish American community has so many resources, and Bahraini young professionals are not represented. Number three is that our young people do not have a place where they could meet professionally, socially, and even a place where they could find a mate. And even though you call yourself Bukharian, if you are not an Orthodox and you're not connected to any synagogue, then there is no place for you in Queens. There are 70,000 Bukharian Jews live in Queens today. 35,000 of them young professionals who are not connected to the Bukharian community or to the community at large. Bahraini Jewish Union is trying to tackle that segment of people and connect them for the Jewish continuity.
This Bahraini culture gets lost, and some young individuals might even feel somewhat embarrassed, and only at a later point realizing how important this culture is. And we're at a crossroad at this point because of the high rate of assimilation that most Jews are aware of. A necessary thing to ensure that we have community development, especially now with the issues of drugs in the community, kids just not finding a way to connect. Unless you're affiliated with a shul, there really is no way for you to plug into this great source of information and culture.
When we put together our first event, which was a comedy night, we expected only 40 people, but 105 people showed up. When we evaluated our work through social media and surveys, people were so amazed and they were asking for more and more things that we could do. There were several people who said that they would never be able to meet these people anywhere else but at that specific place. And we already know that the two of them set up a meeting and have some sort of a partnership going on in terms of a business.
And I think it's incumbent upon us young professionals to keep the link going from our ancestors who gave us this beautiful heritage, and ensure that that link doesn't get broken, and that we carry it on to our children, from food to dancing to stories to the way we live our lives gets passed on to the next generation. People are really happy and proud of us getting together and creating this platform.
There is a need in our community for that, and we are currently filling that void. And you guys are a part of that process, so round of applause to all of you.
BJU is the foundation of bringing Bahraini Jews back to their culture, back to their roots, back to their understanding of who they were 50 years ago, so that their children won't forget who they are 50 years from now.
Bahraini Jewish Union is the place for unengaged Bahraini Jewish young professionals. And what I mean by that, if you're a Bahraini Jew who is professional, a lawyer, a doctor, barber, whoever, but you don't go to synagogues or you're not connected to any young minyan, we know that there is no place for you. And that's how Bahraini Jewish Union came to life.
I want my kids to say I'm Bukharian Jew, but not to say I'm a descendant of Bukharian Jews.